Good morning. Good morning, everyone. This is me. I hope you guys are doing well. Um, I don't know. I woke up and I don't feel really well. I feel a bit scared. Half of it is because of work. So this week, there's more work than was last week. Um, so yeah, and also I've been missing her. The marriage which just broke off. I realize I need to work a lot and I need to get out of my head. So I made some breakfast, but I need to find things to do throughout the day, and there are not many things to do here. And when there are not many things to do, I keep on looking inside. I'm not even able to focus on things which I have to read. So my whole life, I have tried to read and learn things. Just basically, you should have something to do with your hands. If you don't, it gets difficult. Anyway, okay, my hairs. I think they're improving, but not at the rate I would like. But yeah, at least I have my habits fixed, and I really need to control my stress levels, which I hope I'm able to do. Yeah. So today's the Bhagavad Gita, chapter 1, verse 7. Verse 7 is we had verse 4 to 6 last time. When Duryodhan, the king Duryodhan, the evil king Duryodhan, was listing down the all the warriors that were on the side of the fighting on the side of the Pandavas, and he was really anxious. And he was listing down all the great warriors, all the winners of the past, as he was describing the military formation of Pandavas to his guru, the Dronacharya, as he was also pointing, subtly hinting at some blame on Dronacharya, as he had coached a lot of the Pandavas that were standing there on that day, on the day of the battle. O best of Brahmins, hear to about the principal generals on our side who are especially qualified to lead. These I now recount unto you. I think this is by Dronacharya, right? So Dronacharya was a teacher of military science and not really a warrior. Dronacharya wasn't himself a warrior; he was a teacher of military science. However, he was on the battlefield as one of the commanders of the Kaurava army. An impudent Dronacharya even doubted the loyalty of his own preceptor. Cunning Dronacharya purposefully addressed his teacher as Dvijottama, Dvijottama, best among the twice born Brahmins. His denigrating and veiled reminder for Dronacharya was that if he did not display his valor in the battle, he would be considered a lowly Brahmin who was only interested in the fine food and lavish lifestyle of the king's palace. Sorry. Then, to cover up his vicious words and boost his teachers and his own morale, started naming all the great generals on the Kaurva side, describing their valor and military expertise now. He has listed down all the warriors which are on the Pandava side. Now he will go on to list all the qualified leaders who are um, on the Kaurva side. So Dronacharya was a teacher of military science, not really a warrior, right? And Duryodhan is addressing addressing Dronacharya as Tujuttama, twice born, best among the Brahmins, and he's saying that if you did not display your valor in this battle, you would be considered a lowly Brahmin. Um, okay, but then he's saying then to cover up his wishes or then boost his teachers and his own morale. So now, after listing all the warriors on their side, he's feeling he doesn't want to feel lonely. So he's saying, although they have all these leaders, these warriors, we on the Korva side, we also have a lot of people who are qualified to lead. These I now recount unto you. So in the next few verses, Duryodhana is going to tell about all the leaders that are on the Kaurava side. Right. So let's move on to verse 8, chapter 1, verse 8. There are personalities like yourself, Bhishma, Bhishma Pitama, Karna, Kripa, Ashwathama, Vikarna, Bhurishrava, who are ever victorious in the battle. Okay. Bhava, Bhavan Bhi, Bhavan Bhishma, Bhavan Bhishma, Karnascha, Kripas, Samiti, Samitinja, Ashwathama, Vikarnash, Saumadattis, Tathavacha. Like we also have personalities like you are there, Bhishma, Karna, Kripa, Ashwathama, Vikar, Bhurisha, who are ever victorious in battle.
On Christmas,
Right, so he's saying that we have Bhishma, we have yourself from Guru Dronacharya, Karn, Kripa, Ashwathama, Vikarn, and Bhurishrava, who have been victorious in the battles before. So he's trying to console himself and his Guru, who hasn't asked for a consolation yet. Who doesn't? I don't think he was anxious. Next is chapter 1, verse 9. Chapter 1, verse 9, it's Anyecha Bhavaha, Bahva, Bahava. Others also many, Shura, Madarthe, Tyakta, Tyakt Jivita, Nana Shastra, Pranaha, Praharana, Praharana, equipped with various kinds of weapons, Sarve Yuddha, Visharada. I think he's saying there's a lot more other warriors that can be named. Also, there are many heroic warriors who are prepared to lay down their lives for my sake. This Duryodhan is claiming that there are other heroic warriors as well, apart from the ones he just named, who are prepared to lay down their lives for his sake. They are all skilled in the art of warfare and equipped with various kinds of weapons. So they are already skilled and they have uh, equipped with various kinds of weapons that can win them the war. Okay. Okay. Chapter 1, verse 10. So it is strength of our army is unlimited and we are safely marshaled by Grandsire Bhishma, while the strength of the Pandava army, carefully marshaled by Bhim, is limited. So now he is getting more. I think just because he was anxious, he's trying to overcome that. So the commander in chief of the Korma army, for the Korma army, the commander of chief is Bhishma, also known as Bhishma Pitama. So apart from being an exceptional warrior, he had an extraordinary boon. He could choose the time of his death. This meant that he was practically invincible. So Bhishma Pitama, the one who is leading the Pandavas, sorry, the one who is leading the Kauravas, he's not just an extraordinary warrior, which he is, but also he has this boon that he can choose the time of his death. And So Duryodhan felt that under Bhishma's command, their army was undefeatable, since Bhishma himself is kind of invincible. Under his command, the army felt undefeatable, whereas the Pandava army was secured by Duryodhan's sworn enemy Bhim. Hence, he started comparing his grandfather Bhishma's strength with his cousin Bhim. He is comparing them to Vinash Kale Viprit Buddhi, as the proverb goes, which means that when the end draws near, egoistic people indulge in vainglory instead of being humble in evaluating the situation. Okay, so this is actually a proverb called Vinash Kale Viprit Buddhi. So when the end comes near, the egoistic people indulge in vainglory. What is vainglory? Vainglory means excessive pride or renown, excessive, unjustifiable pride. So when the end comes near, the egoistic people indulge in uh, unnecessary pride. They feel that it will save them. So when Ashkali Vipri Buddhi. So the tragic irony of fate is reflected here in Duryodhan's aggrandizing statement. Their army strength secured by Bhishma was unlimited. However, both Kauravas and Pandavas were Bhishma's grandchildren. As the oldest living member of the Kuru family, he was concerned about their welfare. So actually, Bhishma was concerned about the Pandavas' welfare as well. So he was compassionate towards the Pandavas, but was bound by his ethical commitment towards the throne of Hastinapura and its subjects. Therefore, half-heartedly, he led the Kaurava army against them. So even though Bhishma Pitama was the grandfather, so again, both Kauravas and Pandavas were his grandchildren, and he was the oldest living member of the Kuru family. He was concerned about the Pandavas as well, but he has a duty or ethical commitment, basically duty. So Bhishma Pitama has a duty towards the throne of Hastinapur, which is currently being ruled by the Kauravas. Therefore, he half-heartedly leads the Kauravas in the army, Kauravas in the battle against the Pandavas. Bhishma was also aware that in this holy war, again, along with all the great warriors of the world, the Supreme Lord Krishna himself was present. So Bhishma is also aware that Supreme Lord, the great God Krishna was also present. Bhishma is aware of that. So Lord Krishna was with the Pandavas, which meant Dharma was on their side, and no power in the entire universe could make the side of Adharma win. So Bhishma is aware of that. Bhishma, who is the commander of the Kauravas army, he is aware that the supreme leader, the supreme Lord Krishna, was present on the side of the Pandavas, and so Pandavas are on the side of Dharma, and which implicitly means that Kauravas are on the side of Adharma. And in the presence of Dharma, no power in the universe can make the side of Adharma win. This Bhishma is aware of. Still, he has his duty. So he has vowed to protect the kingdom of Hastinapur and its subjects. And to fulfill his responsibility towards them, Bhishma leads the Kaurava army, even though he was aware of their wrongdoings. He is aware of the Adharma, he is aware of the evil. Still, Bhishma Pitama leads the side of the Kauravas because of his duty. The decision of Bhishma accentuates his strength of character and enigmatic personality. So he's not backing down, right? Uh, this shows the decision of Bhishma shows his character, the strength of his character and enigmatic personality. So this shows the strength of his character, that he, even though he knows that he won't be able to win, he still leads Kauravas because he has the duty or the responsibility, and he's not shirking away from his duties. Okay, so tomorrow we'll move on to the verse 11. I think verse 10 is fine till now for today. I hope you guys are having a great time. And I hope you guys have a good day and you're able to accomplish things. Bye bye.